All right, everybody. Hello. I am the Woofs. You may have heard me crashing a couple runs earlier. We're in a self-proclaimed Woofs block. Hashtag Woofs block. Get it trending. We've got two games. Got the Drifter, an amazing game that came out last year. 2025 was an amazing year for adventure games, and I think this is like my favorite of that whole bunch that came out. Anyways, and then we're gonna play some Toonstruck later. We'll get into it when we get into it. Joined again by Grubby, who just smashed the KGB run earlier. Welcome in, Grubby. Do you want to say hi, just so people remember what your voice sounds like?
Yeah, thanks everyone. It's nice to be back already.
Yes. Good. We've got the connection going on here. Grubby and I had been running this category called Limited Glitches for the Drifter recently, so I feel like we're the two most qualified people maybe to do it at the moment. We'll see if my gameplay matches that. But yeah, I guess sit back and enjoy some sweet jams, and we'll hopefully do a good job with this run. So time will start when I hit restart here, so I'll count you in on 3. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, Grubby. Take it away.
Yeah, there's 3 categories for running the Drifter. There's the no major glitches, which we both did run previously. There's true any percent, and there's this limited glitches percent. The true any percent involves lots of saving and loading, and it's not particularly enjoyable to run or to watch. This is kind of the sweet spot. This has some glitches. You saw Woofs just then pick up a petrol can from far away, so that's the long reach glitch that he's doing there. But yeah, basically this game is we play as Mick Carter. We're a drifter that is about to witness, or did witness before, a grisly murder, and now is condemned to our own murder, which we just died and have come back to life. And that's sort of the setup of the game.
Okay, I'm gonna get this. Oh, nice. Okay. I always find that hotspot a little bit tough to find in the dark like that to enter in, because you actually start on the
I always
outside
struggle with
there.
that. That's a hard one.
But yeah, I like to kind of consider this category sort of the fun category, I guess. Like, I really enjoy kind of these two glitches. They look fun, and they play pretty well. Oops, I need to get them here as well, don't I? There we go. Yeah, grabbing stuff from afar and everything is such a fun visual.
Yeah, it is, and there's quite a few funny ones coming up. Like I particularly like the climbing on the dumpster from afar one. That's got to be a favorite.
Yeah, that's pretty ultimate as far as that one goes. And there's one at the end there from the water that I really love. Let's see if we can get all of these. So we can kind of tuck ourselves in the corner there, and then do everything from the corner. A lot of the other kind of tricks here you can do in no major glitches, which is kind of like warping around a little bit. So you can kind of double click on exits, and that will do the trick for you. Small optimizations there, kind of like not holding down the text skip button while you throw that brick. Otherwise you get stuck in that cutscene there. Like little weird things all over the shop.
It's a really odd one too, because there's not many that operate like that, but that one in particular, if you're holding dot skip while it plays, it's like, nope, you're sitting through this whole animation. Okay. So a lot of this run comes down to just really good routing, particularly chapters 4 and 7, which we'll obviously get to, but yeah, the routes were quite a task to get nailed down, really.
Yeah, that was like such a... it feels like an uphill battle here, like trying to figure out how to do it. And it gets a little bit crazier as you move on to the game. Like Chapter 4 and Chapter 7 are like absolute monsters in terms of trying to figure out kind of how to get it done there. Oh, where's the spot for this one?
Such a tricky one, this one, because if you go too far, he just walks out and you don't get it.
Yeah. There's a sweet spot, and I got really good at it. And of course, just in time for me to do this marathon, I've lost the touch. But,
It's always the way.
Yeah. This is going to be a theme for this run, I think. Hopefully it'll be good, though. So far, so good. There's one other thing we can do here. I can actually do this from afar, which is kind of fun to do. Oh, we got caught in the other one, though. That's fine.
Another.
There's going to be a lot of gauze that'll come through. Tech skip doesn't get all the gauze. Alright, so that's another chapter down.
Yeah, doing well. Yeah, I think the Holden falling down is my favorite gar.
Oh, that is, yeah, that's top tier gar. Gar!
Yeah.
Ga tier list, that's the S tier one. That's a 5. That's a U. Gotta remember all my hotkeys on here.
So that's the thing. A lot of this run is remembering the numbers that your inventory is stored in.
You take him.
To be a bit speedy. I did try and decide I was going to just use scroll wheel all the time, which is easier, but it was so much slower that I had to just start learning numbers.
Yeah, I found, I think it might be my mouse too, but like, it's like just inconsistent enough. Do you know what I mean? Where you sometimes will over scroll or under scroll, or I don't know. I always seem to have an issue with it.
No.
There it is.
Yeah.
Alright. What's the spot there? Can I do the super grab here? No, we're gonna play it safe here. You can kind of goof some of this up if you're not being careful. Play this.
There's like a
right
sweet spot for the knife on this too. Like if you hit the knife too low, he doesn't back away, but if you hit it really high, he does.
Yes.
Yeah, you just walked through it there, which was nice. But you can like step in a particular part of the shadow. It's riskier.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit. But for marathon time, we're just gonna do safer for the wafer. But you can really like squeeze some extra time out of this stuff, which I love. That's another glitch that you can do there. Ooh, not that, but that quick bit of menu that pops up, that gets rid of a longer cutscene as he's lighting the match there.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, again, it only works in a few spots, but it is a handy one. So basically, we've just found out that this guy that we think is after us is actually a cop. Whoops. And just died.
There you go. That's how easy it is.
It's just like KGB all over again.
You know, it's a good, like, kind of segue. I'll tell you what. Into this. Rapid dying.
We're in the death block. So yeah, we've uncovered this conspiracy.
What am I doing here? A button.
The button. There you go.
Clunk.
Useless.
And yeah, this guy that we thought was after us is actually a cop. But now we're trying to be killed by these people, and so he's going to help us out. So it's kind of tracking down just what's happening. Like it's a big old mystery, and we just want to know, A, why do we keep dying and coming back to life, and B, who are these people that are after us?
Okay, let's see if I can do this section here. It's been a minute since we've done the limited glitches side. Try to grab everything from afar, like a maniac. There we go. You get this. You get this. Oh, hang on. There we go. Somebody got an extra phone call. Seem a little needy.
Maybe I still do.
There it is.
Anyway.
Okay, I need a little... That maybe I still do. All right. So from here, so yeah, this is where like the routing gets really crazy, right? Because everything kind of opens up. They kind of gave you a taste of it in chapter 2 with a couple different locations to go to, but now it's a little bit more like open world isn't the right word, but like you can kind of choose your own adventure a little bit. There's a few different you know, paths to follow and things to surmise, so you can kind of open it up a little bit. So it's been kind of a fun bit to try and understand the best way to go about this. I'm hoping I'm remembering my immaculate routing well enough.
Looks good so far.
This needs to go here.
Chapter 7 is where it really gets
Wait a sec.
wild in terms of what you can do and when and where.
Yeah, this is like kiddie mode compared to chapter 7. Holy cow, this is like just a little taster. Alright, so now I think we go back here, and oh golly, I gotta remember all of the stuff we have to do here. Right.
Yeah, this is the trickier bit.
Definitely need to grab this. I need to also grab... Can I do this from here? I can. We need to go... I need to use this as well. So this is not the cleanest, but you know what? We're going to get it done. We need to change the things, don't we? Boom. Swap the tapes. And then phone's over here, and then we can go letter here. So that was, yeah, you can do this all from the corner. Normally you can kind of get tucked in the side here and then just kind of let everything rip on the on the other end of it, and it's kind of cool. I believe we need to go up now into here. Look through some files. Again, you can kind of choose to do these in whatever order you want to. I realize that I probably actually go down here first, normally.
This is...
So we do need to ask about
Huh.
her.
Love the visual of Mick just kind of awkwardly shifting around and then snapping over.
Yeah, like moving so quickly that... Oh, I didn't actually need to do that. We can go right back in. We should get a location of a car. Ara here, yep. Good old-fashioned hard drive. We should be clear to go here. Oh, right, because I did this out of order. This is in a slightly different order. That's okay. All right, I gotta pick this up, use with that, and then we can go ahead and just ask about Roth. This is like...
Got excited for a second, I thought.
Oh, I figured something out, yeah. I just love that little track. That's not in the soundtrack. You can't pick it up, so if Dave is watching, the guy who made this game, release the tape. Release the tape of that. It's so good. That like little track that like is supposed to be on her headphones or whatever. It's such a bop.
What's this one do?
Okay, we're gonna go back in time here. Listen to that. There's such a good sound design in this game. I love all the little sounds of everything going on. We need to answer that phone. We need to...
Like the
cart.
The car sputtering at the start is a particularly good one too.
There it is.
Tear gas.
Don't just stand there. Get it out of here.
This part can be really annoying because sort of these like little bug things like will randomly kind of attack you, and there's no way to kind of know, so you sort of have to almost mash through it a little bit. So like every time that happens, like I lose my cursor for a moment.
Yeah, it is quite annoying because you think you've hit something and it's like, oh, nope, I got attacked. Do it again.
Do it again. Yeah, exactly. So we gotta combine these. We're gonna do another one of those kind of animation skips here in just a moment.
Almost.
Drop it down here, and then I'll do that, and that skips that whole thing. It's a great animation.
Quick one.
But yeah, it's too long for us. Probably people wondering why I've got the frame counter up. I know I got a question on that during the tech check. The reason is, for me at least, is that the game, part of the rules that we have is that the game needs to be capped frame-wise to kind of keep it fair for everybody. So we're sitting at a spicy 125 here. So I've got it just showing in the top for austerity's sake, but I actually could have warped across this, but we'll do this the old-fashioned way. Enjoy that tasty walking animation that we've got here. But yeah, you can set it to unlimited, and it's kind of crazy. There's another animation skip there. All right, can I remember how to do this?
This is one of the trickiest parts, yeah. Having to remember... Like, I feel like this section, because you're so limited on what you can do, in a casual playthrough, it's actually quite fascinating. The speedrun is very... Having to remember what you can do when is kind of tricky, is the best way to put it.
Yeah. Here's another weird glitch that occurs. There's nothing really funny going on. I think that's just a result of... skipping the text so fast that Holden ends up walking over here to turn the button off. There's a couple of funny ones like that. I'm not doing any funny business or anything.
Hey, you ready?
Alright, give me the little ding-do-ding-ding-do. Perfect. I'm gonna get that, get this. Oh, the brain is on full cylinders right now here.
I warned you. Hold on.
There's another funny one. He's like kind of taking that from the desk there. Holden's actually magic, which I love. Proper canon. Nope, hang on. You need to go 2. There it is.
I always forget that you can do the taps late on that, which is kind of cool.
I warned you.
Yeah, you can sneak them in there.
So you need to sort of agree with the guy in the next cell over that if you tap his to distract Holden so that you can get the clippers out.
What'd you do with that old Maxwell?
But yeah, usually you have to do it when you're in conversation, whereas that, it's like Holden's come back into the room and you're kind of deciding on what the taps mean.
Yeah, this is a great puzzle in my opinion because you're kind of locked in this room with only so many options, and that makes it really fun, I think, to sort of... What did I miss here? Do you need to go here? Do you need to go here? Do you need to... What did I miss here?
I think it's the cable with the
This?
Hi.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
I did it in my head, so that's got to count for something, right? It's the children who are wrong.
I warned you.
But yeah, this is a pretty cool puzzle, and in the speedrun, yeah, like, it's an extremely difficult part to do because every everything you mess up is like a pretty costly setback, so it's a very high pressure situation, which is why I've been a little bit not making sense in some of my my commentary.
Yeah,
bits here,
if you get it wrong, Holden comes back in, and then it's like, oh, I've got to redo a section, and it just slows it right down.
Too late.
Too late. So there's our cellmate.
I'll make lieutenant for this.
Turns out he's not exactly the best guy, so we're gonna have him take a nap
not at all.
again.
It's a wild turnaround to have Holden actually be the good guy in this.
Love that twist. It's so good. What would you do without old Maxwell? So good. All right, so yeah, there was a question in chat asking about the animation skips being allowed in No Major Glitches, and No Major Glitches is effectively like, I don't know, vanilla, I guess, however you want to put it, I guess. Can I not get stuck here? There we are. So it's pretty much like play it without any bells and whistles. So it's a pretty good way to sort of like learn the run if maybe the other stuff kind of intimidates you.
Fun fact, it was actually Dave, the developer of this game, that let us know that we can just make everyone a cup of tea to skip the time that you have to wait.
I might have done it in the wrong order there, though, sadly. Yeah, oh, I have to get the battery because I'm a dingus.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why.
that's right. Yeah.
Everybody's like, get the battery, woofs. I hear you screaming at your television. Are you coming with us? Yada yada. All right.
We jumped the car.
Maybe the best chapter 6 that's ever been done right there. We move on to this section. This is a pretty fun one with limited glitches because you can do stuff like this where you try to open the door from very far away, and also basically grab all this stuff from ways away. And this is like the one piece of RNG really in this game, is how Holden moves in this section here. So the better we can kind of do this here, we might be able to avoid. Oh, jeez.
Oh, he's walking so far away.
Yeah, it's...
It's not too bad. I always struggle with getting the right spot for that metal detector.
Yeah, that like top patch of grass, you know how there's like the big line of grass and like the little one? The little one is the one to do, and unfortunately I clicked early to pull the detector out early, so it kind of threw my rhythm off on it. So I was trying to make it work, right. And then, yeah, I don't know. This is the marathon way. Alright, well,
bye-bye, Holden. What a way to exit.
Out with a bang, you might say. Cool. So that was actually an improvement from Grubby. That you can talk to Annie there. Oops, did not get that. And that allows that whole section just to fly by. You don't have to like wait for a slightly longer cutscene to play out. It just jumps ahead. Okay, chapter 7. The real test of my brain here. This is where all the marbles come together.
I feel like you need to run this chapter on instinct more than anything.
Totally, yeah. We'll get to the end of it. That's the thing. So we're kind of getting Annie out of here because we need to set her up in a different area. We're going to talk to Klein, who's down there. Need to ask... Oh, I don't need to ask you about anything, do I? I just need to give you that. Need some coffee beans. I probably need some more coffee myself. I've been on so many runs at this point that I have to recall. This is down here now. Yeah, let's do this the old-fashioned way. Look at that. And then this is on... Where's my card? There it is on 2. Dude, where's my card? The old movie.
Hello.
Hello, Sanj. Nothing bad will happen to you. We love you. I'm going to do a quick in and out here. So that allows us to kind of warp into those rooms a bit later on when we need to.
Everything's automatic. Just step in.
My favorite escape skit coming up.
Yeah, there you go. That is a great one. So underrated. I like that the animation still happens. You just kind of like don't do it. Like, all right. So that is that. We need now to go to 3, I think. All right. So you can go and like do this slightly differently and get stuck in the corner. I've not ever been able to really save time on it. I think if I practiced it more, I probably would be able to, but yeah, it is what it is, right? There's this. Okay. Where are we going now? I need to go here. We did 3. Are we going back? Remind me, Grubby, where are we going here? Is this time to go down here now? No.
No, I thought we should have got the warp when we exited.
Yeah, interesting. That's okay.
We should get a
Yeah, where's our buddy here?
We should get a warp straight to level 4.
Yeah.
And that kind of warping to level 4 lets us know. Oh yeah, you didn't talk to Hara.
There it is. Okay.
There we go.
Right on time.
That's that one. We still need the level 4 warp though, so
we can do maybe this to
a couple more
there it is.
rooms. There.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I guess we should talk about how that works a little bit because this is like really cool game design in that like you can basically take your time and sort of explore this area at your leisure, but the game will like constantly give you little nudges to let you know where to go. And one of kind of the barriers of this section is like having to get a couple particular cutscenes to be able to spawn the one that we just had there. And yeah, because I missed that one conversation, I needed to double back and grab it and then go through a couple different rooms to spawn those nudges to push the whole thing ahead again.
It's such an interesting concept, like the way
Let me know when
that's
you're ready.
formed. It was such a trip trying to figure out exactly what we needed to trigger to get those specific things. I was just hours of trying different rooms. I'm like, is it a room thing? Like, what is it?
I don't know why I'm not getting that one with Sanj, but we'll do it the old-fashioned way. What am I doing now? We do need to head upstairs. Do I need to do...
No,
yes.
you gotta do the gum.
The gum. The pesky gum. Alright, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and to do the gum, I need to go back to where the gum needs to exist, which is here. You can do this to make sure you hit the gum every time. I wish I had known that for much of my grind. If you do a little animation cancel type thing there, it'll always work. Originally, like, it felt like sometimes you'd be able to get it with Klein, and other times you come in here and you just wouldn't appear. The wrong way. Okay, so now we should be able to do this section, I think, because we have this. Roth's room. Hopefully we don't get this awful soft lock that happens sometimes, so I don't know how we'll fight our way out of that.
Oh, is that where he shows back up in the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's not fun.
Strats. So you don't have to do that, but I find that it's a little bit nicer with the inventory to like remove one of the items. So you can just eat the steak that you get earlier in the game.
Yeah, we did dub it meat strats.
Now let me quickly just do that before I forget. We look at all the doors, so then you can kind of warp in like so. All of these doors.
A scramble.
You need the thing that I just made, which is right here.
Yeah, if you do the cut on the gas mask, it kind of just does it for you, so you don't have to then do it after. It's just little things.
All right, he's down here. That means the worst case scenario
Perfect.
is past us. And that is amazing. That's really, really good news for us. Okay, so this stuff I think is all set now. We can now begin to do some of the wild and crazy bits that we need to... Whoa, hello, everybody. There it is. All right, so you can do these from far away. I'll try it on the next one. I'm kind of just in like the Zen mode now. But you can kind of get those with using the wall hug bit as well. Let's see if we can get it here. Yeah, something nice about that.
Nice.
From downtown, you know? Okay, cool. When you hear that little sting, that means you did it right. That's a lovely sound.
Yeah, it's funny because you get that on Roth and on Klein, but you don't get it with Sanj.
Yeah. And that's sort of the reason I used to get stuck on that section, too, because, like, I always forget about Sanj. It's nothing personal, but he kind of just hides away on that little area there, but you do have to show him the headset there to be able to pull the batteries out and stuff. Okay, so I'm glad we survived chapter 7. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm. It wasn't perfect, but like that was a lot better than it could have been. I'll tell you what, you can get real lost in the sauce on that, and that gets quite interesting. This is one of my favorite things here. You can warp right, over here, and then you can actually head up here. This is not faster, this is just cool. But you can talk to Klein through the wall. For no reason other than swag. Swag is a good reason to do anything for speedrunning, I say.
I thought he just pops up in front too.
Yeah.
Hey, look out!
Look out. This is the voice actor actually talking to himself. I think he did both Klein and Mick. So, some movie magic for you. Okay, this is kind of a cool grab
Got a
here.
job for you.
I think you actually found maybe a better version of this, Grubby. I think you were DMing me some stuff on the side back in the...
Yeah, you can get,
there.
like, as soon as you walk through the door, if you hit down and across, you get stuck in the bottom. But I think if you do it wrong, you just walk back out of the room again. So it's... You got to kind of time it. The reveal that Rock is a big bad.
I love this, I think we all always say this, but this animation and all, like, the way that this transition happens is so sick. I love this. This section is so good. Chapter 8 is, like, maybe the ultimate payoff of, like, anything. It's so great.
Yeah, 100%. The spoilers, we kill ourselves over and over to go further back. And I remember when I was playing this casually and I realized that that's what I had to do, and I just laughed. Like, it's just such a unique, crazy little concept.
That's also an excellent little animation. All of these little deaths here are so good. We made it. I swear we made it. So you can do it. One more little animation cancel there to skip that a little bit faster. Or menu cancel. I forget what we call that, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think we came up with a good name for that one.
Cool. So now we have this super soundtrack version of this going. I love this little track here. This is sort of like...
Yeah, it's so good.
We're on a whole nother level now. Ooh, hello. I tried to do what you were doing. Not good enough. So this section's actually really deceptively hard, I think.
Maybe this time I'm early enough.
Like, dealing with all the inventory throughout this whole section here is tough because everything is just out of keyboard reach for the most part. Even if you do some of the stuff that I was doing earlier in the run to get rid of your inventory items. So this one, you do have to rely a little bit on your scroll wheel. You know, and yeah, it's once you get everything kind of down, it works pretty nicely, but it's tough,
it's like
especially
9 and scrolling up.
Yeah. And it's kind of remembering that, like, up goes to the right in your inventory and down goes to the left or something like that. It's one of those things that, I don't know, it can break your brain. And when you're, like, once you're to Chapter 8, you're probably on a pretty spicy run at this point. So it's sort of like, I don't know, it's the ultimate pressure, right? Trying to figure this out. So here we go. This is my favorite glitch in this game, I think, visually.
Yeah, this has got to be the best one.
So we're just gonna swim over here, and no problem, everything's good. Go over a little further. Yeah, there we
Looks
are.
like a way out.
So we'll just kind of like try to climb up from. Uh-oh, what's going on with Mick? Oh, there we go. We'll just climb up over here.
The slimy hatch wheel slips under my fingers.
Just like
Such
in
a
the
funny little
East End.
visual.
Yeah, it's so good. But yeah, this is like the power of that wall hug glitch, is that you can kind of, as long as you find kind of the right edge to grab onto, you can do all kinds of funny stuff like that. There's some more of it in Chapter 9, too, that is really fun, so I'll try to remember all the spots here, but... so let's see, we gotta go over and up. There's some warping that we need to do to try to make this go a little faster, kind of trying to exit and then walk back up.
Not friendly.
One of these days,
Yeah, if we just
he'll
do
be
the
friendly.
up, he walks all the way across, so...
Yeah.
Well, we... Shit! Run!
Alright,
You're
good
well
That
done.
cursor
stuff. placement
placement was perfect. I always struggle with that, getting the torque right on Hara.
Oh, we can actually do this from
Hold
here.
wondered with.
Yeah, so I run this in windowed mode, so I'm able to kind of like take a look at the cursor a little bit from afar. This is another great one here. We'll just stab him from downtown here. Zip. Little zappity zap
Hold the
there.
sparking spear in the thing's
Okay, and then from here, we're going to want to go up. No, we don't want to go up. We're just going to say hi really quick. Hello. Everybody just wants to know. Everybody's okay, for the most part. Let's grab this. This is really important to grab. We'll come back later for that. Now we can head up. Because we saw Klein in the other room, we can have this conversation now. And we can ask for some first aid stuff. If you just keep clicking, you can just grab it directly. I don't need to do the full walk up there.
I didn't know that.
Fishing.
There we. Can we grab this, please?
Fishing lines are.
Oh, do I need to use you?
I cut them.
There it is. I promise I've played this game before. Professional. Cool. So yeah, you can also tuck yourself back here. We need to kind of sterilize this and hand this over. Some interesting little warpy back. Nick is just like, I don't know what's going on anymore. Which I love.
That animation doesn't even show up in that room. Like, I don't know why it defaults to that one, but it's great that it does.
Yeah, it must just be like, I don't know what's happening, and the game kind of just panics a little bit. Those are the best. So let's snag this. Let's hand this over to Hara.
I think I can override the emergency shutdown.
Sanjay, no! Don't go down there! Protect Sanjay.
Sanjay died for our sins.
He might live this time. You never
You
know.
never know.
You never know. That's what I'm saying.
Sanjay.
Let's grab this here. Okay. I think he's just napping. He's okay. He's okay.
Yeah.
If I.
Okay, I think we can actually do this from here as well.
Up here.
Yeah, there we are. Grab
Yeah,
that
nice.
from downtown.
Okay. Time to go.
Alright. Oh, actually don't need to be here. We're just having fun for the sake of it here.
Better.
Alright. This is another great animation sort of thing here. So, like, you think we're in danger, but no one even sees Mick here. We're actually safe, I think.
Slip inside and seal the.
It's perfect stealth, 100 stealth. Okay. I think we might be able to grab this from afar, but let's just do it the old-fashioned way here. You get a little zapparoonie. Why don't we get this all set up? You got to get connected with that, I think. This is kind of a cool thing that I found here that you can kind of hand over. This might have been found actually beforehand. I'm not trying to steal any stuff here. Oh, we don't need to see you yet. But yeah, you can kind of hand the knife to Sophia early, and that way you can just kind of zip out of there when you need to. Okay, so that's there. We go down. There's a spot we can use here to kind of like. There it is. Get that going.
Oof, that soundtrack.
Yeah, the big hit there. Mick somehow does not catch on fire.
Its back is.
Okay. We do have to go up this ladder one time for this to work, but we've already set up our little zappy gun thing, our little EMP gun. So we're good to go. So now we just need to collect our little stowaway in here. We've already given the knife over, so we can just go ahead and leave, which is always nice. This room auto-scrolls over, and bam. This section always confused me. This is really, really simple to get through this in a hurry.
Oh shit!
It's our old friend, the bees. Not the bees, not the bees! We're back. But we do just need to yell up, and then click on that, and that's all you need to do. I always thought you had to like yell up 10 times and then try to shoot it a bunch of times, and sometimes it would work when I initially was trying to figure this out. But that's all it is. 2 clicks.
We're about to get into the final puzzle of the game, which will go by really, really quick, but I was playtesting this game and I got up to this final puzzle and I literally thought the game was broken. It took me so long to figure this bit out.
I think this is such a clever puzzle because it's so simple, but like to your point, like you can really sit there And, oh shoot, I clicked something I wasn't supposed to click. We get to see the whole rotation now.
Yeah, beautiful.
So you get to have this now. You can do this in 2 clicks as well, but because I'm a dingus, you get to see it twice. The puzzle's so nice, I did it twice.
Don't interrupt.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Maybe the coolest skip of the whole game. I just goofed up. But I love this little animation as well. I guess we kind of talked over this a little bit, but this game looks beautiful. It is like so ultimate. It looks so old school, but also has such a nice modern flair to it. I love how shadowy and like alive the background is. I love how saturated it can get, but it also has a nice noir touch to it. Just such a great game. Go play this if you haven't.
Yeah, 6 years of development, and they
Time is
certainly
coming
spent
up.
their time well.
That's time there, sorry.
Time.
I should have given you a heads up, but go ahead, Grubby, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was saying 6 years in development, and they really spent all of that time on it. It is a phenomenal game.
Yeah, it's a banger. 2025 was an amazing year for adventure games. You had like Rosewater and Old Skies and Seance at Blake Manor and Root Trees. And you had this game, and like this is such an absolute banger. It's so good. If anybody is ever like, adventure games died in the 90s, just give them this game, and then, I mean, I think they've got to turn around, right? It's just an absolute gem. Absolute gem. But anyways, thank you very much, Grubby, for hanging out with me for this
Yeah, no, it was
run.
fun. Thanks for having me.
Somehow we did make it underestimate, I think, which makes me so... Oh, no, we didn't. But that's okay. We're going to jump right into Toonstruck. But a great, great run, and I appreciate all the commentary. Because of, trying to catch up on time, why don't we throw it back to our host here, and I'll get our next game set up.
Good luck on the next one.
Thank you.